Okay, guys, welcome back. And today's topic, we'll be talking about Africa. Okay, I'm from Africa, and so someone told me to comment. Someone comment on my video and asking that I should talk about Africa, the problem with Africa. Okay, so let me say what I know and what I think would be best for Africa as a continent. Okay, so my name is Heath Clinton. I do music, independent artist, and I'd like for you to hit the subscribe button if you love what I would say. If you don't like what I say, don't subscribe. If you love it, subscribe. Okay? So that's it. Let me put this phone down. And then let me get a shot before we start this topic, okay? Okay. Tequila. Okay, so let me tell you what I know about Africa and what's the problem with Africa. I was born in Africa, okay? I grew up in Africa, and now I'm in Toronto, Canada. The problem with Africa is not a problem at all. You see, Toronto is developed, one of North America's biggest city, the most developed city, very rich, surrounded by rich people here in Toronto. And Africa has everything, more than any continent in the world. But the problem with Africa would be the mindset of the people in Africa. I was there, and then things that I saw going in Africa, like every decision you want to make in Africa, you want for someone to tell you. And a lot of people in Africa too don't know right from wrong. All over the world, if you want to speak in Africa, I'm not talking about all over the world. All over the world, we have people that just don't know right from wrong. But I'm talking about my continent, in Africa. I'm from Liberia, Monrovia, Liberia. And let me just break it down to Liberia, only Liberia. In Liberia, where I'm from, we have everything. We have the forest, we have the animal, we have the rivers, we have, we have our free will also. Like where I am in Toronto, you cannot just do anything you want to do. I cannot just get out now and start to create a steps at my front door. You have to seek permission. You have to, every house in this city, Toronto, downtown Toronto, is playing according to the city hall. The city mayor got to approve for every project. Every building put up, you want to put a kitchen behind your house, it got to be approved. It will be on the map like that. So, but in Africa, we can just build. You can get it today, maybe you talk with your local head, and then you just build. You don't have to really go for too much paperwork or anything once it's a land. But also in the Western world, you can't own land. You cannot own a land in the Western world. But in Africa, you can own a land once you're from that country. In Africa, you see that? So there are a lot of opportunity we got. That's what I was saying, the problem with African. The way we think. For an example, watch the animals in the forest. That's a huge money-making stuff there. In the Western world, they try to create small zoo, a little zoo. Zoos, not zoo. Let me get another shot for that, man. It's a zoo. Zoo, I say zoom, like you zoom in something, like a zoo. Where they put the animals? Where they keep these animals, okay? Two shots of tequila down already. So, where they keep these animals? And people pay a lot of money to go and see this animal. You have to pay to get to the zoo, and then you cannot touch the animal. You're not allowed to feed some of the animals, to give them food. You are not allowed to do such things. So, but you look at Africa, like we have the jungle, we have all the animals. We have the rivers, we have the stream, the creek, the lake, lagoon, and we still not getting anything out of it. Because the brain work is not there. We have all the original food, the original stuff, but the brain work is not there. We cannot put this thing to use. You know how many people in the Western world want to travel to Africa? Me in Liberia, where I'm from, or West Africa, Ghana, Africa, Nigeria, you know how many people that I know that have met that want to travel? Let me tell you something. The white people coming over there, or foreigners coming from Asia or Australia or Russia, they are not coming for the skyscraper. They don't want to see you take money, spoil all your money to build a skyscraper. It can come later. But all they need a hut, a security, a secure area with security that they can come, stop in the bushes, and then walk around, take pictures of the animal, and they're waiting to pay. We call that terrorism, right? Yeah, established terrorism, like in my country, they just put a little old boat there on Prophet Island, they say what, Peace Island or what? And you got people, no, the entire country is a terrorism zone. It's good, yeah, that's a step to do that, like in Liberia, Monrovia, Liberia, but you can make huge money. Every county, we got government official, the Minister of Interior, supposed to make sure he take care of internal affairs in government, right? The Minister of Interior. He's supposed to make sure he got other local governing body or official work along with him. The key success of the country based within the farming and the hunting industry. I'm telling you today, those who hunt, that the hunters gave them huge credit. Those people that hunt in the bushes, that hunt animals, those people have the potential to bring in huge money to the country. If someone was saying about how a hunter will bring money in, I will get to that, okay? I'll tell you how a hunter can bring money in. And sometimes we have the people that are native doctors. I don't believe in voodoo. I don't even believe in no religion. I was born Christian, mother and father, but so I believe in creator. Yeah, that's it. I believe in everybody equal and everybody have the right to live freely. So I don't believe in white or black or this. No racism in my blood, okay? I never hate no. In Africa, sir, for in Africa, as I speak, like I haven't come across real African, apart from what happened in South Africa. I really don't see like people like going against white people, like don't want to see white people in the country or there's that. Other way you come to United States. Yeah, me in the United States, because in Europe, say quiet down in Europe than United States. That's why you hear all the noise about black and white. So let me get to the story of the hunter. Hunter, by spotting all these different animals, you have the power to keep those animals alive. You have the power to protect those animals. You have the power to collect money and you tore people in those bushes because you always through the bushes hunting. So the animal you kill today to sell for like $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, $50, you can make thousands of that animal every month by people coming to see and just take them around in the forest. Look at Kenya, okay, Nairobi, Kenya. Look at South Africa. People toy people around. Call these hunters in the different villages, all the different countries who got in Liberia or in Africa, whatever country in Africa. Meet with these people because Kenya already doing it. And these people carry people around. The Ministry of Interior. You got tourists coming in to view the country. They don't want to see the city of Monrovia. They don't want to see that. There's no building there yet, right? They want to see the interior part of the country. They don't want to see the bush. They want to see young boys and young girls that instead of you going around to commit crime, go. I don't believe the young boys and young girls. The job has to be created, the mindset. If they make announcement like on the TV, announcement made on the TV or radio, like we need to see youth that want to work with tourism industry, the flash just news over radio, and television. A lot of youth will gather and say, Every tourist coming to the country that want to go to the different part of the country that want to see this will get your identity card. You can take them around. You can get 1 or 2 cars to push people around. Maybe to get the car, you say you don't have money for buses and this and that. I'll make video how you can get buses cheap. Like I can tell you that $2,000 can get you a whole long bus, very long. More than 30-seated bus it can give you a year. In Canada, you got used car, very cheap. So many used cars. When you go to the used car area, you see cars that people want to demolish. But the car all working. Back in Africa or in Liberia, my country, you can buy them and use them. Everything working on the perfect, but they'll tell you that, oh, you know, the car been on the road so long and this, but you can look at the car in our country. The seat, everything perfect, and this, yeah, you can use those cars. And you can make a whole lot of money. All you got to do, get the youth working, get the hunters and the farmer working. The farmers here, people pay a whole lot of money in the Western world to know the different kind of leaf. And they take picture, all posted on Google. So if you see a leaf and a tree, you take the picture now, you search on Google, on the internet to find that tree with the picture search on Google like this. Like you can't do Google like this, something like this. This is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, on Google with the phone thing, when you see one there is the mark. One here is the mark. One here is the mark in the corner there. Oh shit. One here is the mark in the corner, and one there at the end is the camera. You see, this one is the camera at the last end there. You see, that is the camera. So, when you take picture of this one, and your internet, when you do search, you take picture of any trees, any plants, any food, it will tell you the name of that and this, and tell you what that trees can do. Sometimes you search for it. So we have the power in Liberia to make the money. And all the hunters will identify the different animals and just have to make them to reproduce in normal. You can get the animal, keep them somewhere, help them to reproduce, when you release the population back. That's why people do all around the world. Instead of killing them, all the different fish you get in the screen, people want to see them. I can still remember in Africa, we walk through the bushes and then we see some fish, the different designs of fish, through the screen. And call this from internet. And you see the different fish all in the water there. And we used to play with it. And people pay money to see this stuff. People pay money to see this stuff abroad. Even the other one with the big eye, like catfish, where the big eye can be in the mud, in the swamp, you know, where the hand can walk on the mud. People pay money to see this stuff. You can even create, like you go around with your phone. It takes your phone, you go around, you take picture of this stuff. You do a little short video, a minute video or 2-minute video and post it to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. People waiting to see this stuff. Show some leaves. Just go to the bush, show in the forest or in the bush as you go into the farm. Take some pictures of these different trees. 1-minute video each. Show the tree from the ground to the top, the leaf or the fruit they bear. People waiting to see this stuff. People follow your channel to see this stuff and they want to know these trees, the plants. Some people are looking for these plants, but they can't find it. And they will come to your country to try to get seeds of these plants to come to their country and plant. So it's so simple. It's just a mindset. And this hunter will make money by protecting the animal. Other countries, they pay the hunter. All the hunters being recruited as security for the jungle. They tour the entire jungle. They know where people will go to hunt certain animal, the elephant, all that stuff, the deer. You can do that. We got certain animal you can kill, certain animal you cannot kill. Because like some animal give birth. It breastfeeding and it went out to look for food. And you kill it. All the kids will die of starvation or hunger. So the hunter will be getting money, they'll be getting paid, and they'll be getting extra like cash on the side for people that they tour around. And people will love your country. And we as YouTubers, we just showcase. And they are coming to the farmer. The Ministry of Agriculture What are they there for? What are they doing? I heard that police and army fighting in Liberia over some police guy beating army. I'm not a politician, but I know more than a politician. You should be more intelligent as a police officer. You should be intelligent. You should be able to ask questions, investigate. You are not a judge. You just have to ask questions, investigate, arrest, make an arrest. But using force, beating on someone, or just doing anything you want to do because like you get a badge or you're in a uniform, no. You're detailed to arrest and take someone to the station. So you, if your brother or sister somewhere, someone can just arrest them and take them to the station and then present them for court. If they are found guilty there at the station, you know they committed a crime for choose, and you send them to the court. But you want to take the lawyer and you want to be the judge, you want to be the police officer, you want to be the president, you want to take every step. That's why I can happy. People so anxious to grab on the power. When they grab on the power, they want to misuse it. And you want to disturb the peace of the country or people that have been suffering for 14 years, civil war. Pass. Look at the country way down. We have everything that can go up, but the country is still down. And that's why I share my knowledge on things that you can do. Simple steps. You don't need a whole lot of money to do that. If you want to build a place for people to come, white people to come, don't think about building glass building. Build like how we build the Palawa hut, those Palawa hut. Build so in every country in the bushes. They just need security. They will come, they can stay there with the bed in each other room. They can rent, and they will travel through the jungle. They want to be there to do video. Now the internet is everything. He got farmland. You growing natural food, everything perfect, everything. You got people that are waiting to come to see these crops, how you grow them. They want to learn. Don't think about people going to university to learn how to play and stuff. Oh man, I've been there. Let's see, the native people in the interior, they know the best way how to play in the season time, everything. Forget about those things. I've been there, just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time going to university to learn how to play crops. It's just a waste of time. You can learn from the people right there in the interior. How they grow the food. All they need is a machine to pave big land, ground the land up, and then plant. Those people in the interior, those people are already growing the rice. They only need machine on ground to open up more ground to get the food more. But you get people in school, university, I don't know how many years is studying for agriculture, all this stuff. Oh, come on, man. You know, if you haven't been there, you think that it's something great that you based the other thing just to just set you back and put boundary this way. You can do this one. You got to do this with it. Oh, just to see the forest. What kind of boundary there? What kind of agreement for how the trees will grow and they grow well? All these things are just to waste a throwback. I thought when you go to university, you will learn something new or something, but everything that you know is true. You only be throwing yourself back to accept the lies that they will teach you. And at the end of the day, you regret every step. Some people work their whole life after university and nothing to show their country. They just grieve over it. Oh, just a mess. Learn from your native, the old people in the villages. Learn how to do things. Learn how to do things. How to grow crops. I learned how to tap palm one, how to cut palm nut from palm tree. I learned how to plant cassava. All I learned from people doing it on the farm, going to the farm with relatives. In Africa, I learned how to fishing. I learned how to not kill animals just for that, for fun. For my people. So the same thing can do the same thing. Don't destroy, pollute the water body. As a farmer, you're there. Every farmer, most of the farmers get access to the water body. They always let the grow crops near, not far from the creek. Like maybe 10 minutes walk to a creek, 5 minutes walk to a creek. So they know. Don't go, you'll see people, spot people doing small money, getting the water polluted, and the water being polluted for the gold you're looking for, like a gold that will cost like $5, $10, $20, $50, or even $100 worth of gold. You pollute the entire water body, destroy all the livestock in there. And you want for people to pay to come and see that, to see those stuff. Let the river flow freely, let the stream flow freely. You see those fish in the water, the little tiny fish. People want to see it. People want to sit by the waterside and see them. In the Western world, you not just go to the creek and sit by it. You'll be arrested sometimes. It's someone's property. But in Africa, you can do that. You can walk around. So we have everything. And then I jump to the car situation. We talk about the buses I told them. Yeah, in the United States or in Canada, in Europe, like in Canada, meaning, you can find used car for a very cheap price. If you want to buy a car, yeah, you can write me. I don't need your money. I will go there, do video call, you talk with the people, how shit people be doing. You can get a car from $500 up. $500 and give you a car. In Liberia, people looking for a car to run in Africa as a taxi to spray yellow. You get a car for $500, $300. You can get a car. And people using motorbike crashing, using the one, the 3 tire, as a keke in some African country like my country, Liberia. You can get a car, a taxi, for $500. $500 can give you a good car as a taxi. And all you need to do is spray and be running there. But we over here and you people over there, I'm giving the idea because like I know all these things. And the reason why I haven't like stepped in, I'll send people to Africa to go observe or to see what they can do. But they don't, most of the people who mention my name that know them or they got the idea of going to Liberia or West Africa to explore or some part of Africa to explore. But every time I see someone that rich or someone that think of money or someone that want to travel outside, I always tell them to try Africa. Meaning West Africa. They want to see the forest, they talk about the Amazon here, but we got the same forest in Nima County, we got a huge forest, we got all this stuff there. So car in Liberia will be expensive, but yeah, car is very cheap. Someone on the side too got money can go and just buy a spot and ship most of the cars down. And ship the windshield of the car, the headlight, the this, the that, the this, the used tire, all this stuff, you get them very cheap. But our mindset in Africa, okay, I want to focus on Liberia mainly, began from Liberia. Because as I'm talking about Liberia, it goes to the entire Africa because that's how they think in Africa. Look at people like immigration people to the border. You giving other Africans hard time to bring goods in. And the same goods the person bringing in, the goods the person bringing in to sell, will be the goods your people will buy. To cook, your woman will go to the market, your wife will go to the market to buy the same goods. You're giving them so much hard time to pass. But we call ourselves African, we all want, in West Africa, so we get ECOWAS. But you can't even pass through. In Europe, European Union, every country part of European Union can pass through. The citizens can pass through each other country, travel through each country freely without too much problem. So I'll touch you a random topic just to open your mind to things that can be done in Africa that will help Africa. You wait for foreigner to come down and tell you don't kill your animal and don't do this and don't do that, don't cut down this tree. People here planting trees, they're spending millions of dollars every year to plant trees. In Africa, we cut down all our trees. We spend a whole lot of money cutting trees down. You see when you cut a tree, every tree got a different purpose. And in the Western world, they don't have those kind of trees. Not every tree is here. Some tree cannot stand the weather for the winter. So they can't grow here. But I'm from West Africa. Every tree can grow there. You see bird net, you take the egg, you destroy, you don't even know the species of the bird. You don't even know if that's the last kind you're about to destroy. You should be more creative. You should be able to tell the kid, no, don't touch the bird net. There's an egg in there. Because when they hatch, there'll be more of the birds around. Yeah, the people see the people got the pigeons, and then the geese, the goose. And they feed and they take care of them. You don't dare to touch them. So a whole lot of stuff need to be done by the mindset of the African. Someone went to Liberia and came back and told me that, 20 try to develop that to carry something in the people's mindset. People think that, oh, like you want to control them or you want to rule them, you want to boss them up. They want to take this money for this, take that money for that. They want to drain you. So the person came back, not able to do business there. But we have Minister of Interior, we have our mindset in Africa is what's suffering of. The way we think. We all black, we all got the same color. But in Africa, you get more hate than when you're in the white people country. Ghanaian don't want to see Nigerian, don't want to see Ghanaian, Liberian, don't want to see Sierra Leone, don't want to see Ivorian. Every country, they tell you, go back to your home. Meaning in Ghana, they do that a lot. But we call ourselves African. How can we unite? See Akon, for example, the project in Cameroon there in Africa. How many African presidents came around to help Akon? He tried to help Africa. Akon was successful in a project in the United States. The all-white mansion, this. He tried to do the same thing the people do in Dubai to Africa. In Senegal, right there in West Africa. How many African leaders surround themselves with Akon to make sure the project kick up? Then the next child or the next person that me can come down and try to do something bigger or smaller. Say, well, Akon from Senegal, we from Africa, we from Nigeria, why should we help? You never develop West Africa like that. It is sick. Waiting for the white people or the Arab people to give Akon the money, the Chinese. And then he built, and even while he building, you see as a threat. Africa is blessed with people. But we African, our mindset. Let me take a shot of this, man. Let me take a shot of this. Yeah, one more shot. We are the problem in Africa. Like this now, like people crying in Africa for money, right? Where I'm from in Africa, in Liberia, you can search and see like this, $100. This almost like $100 US. It's a lot of money. In the interior or in the city, that's this people salary back home in Africa. This is $100 Canadian. I go to get $200 Canadian. This, some people salary back home. But the money I put in my pocket, and I still just think that I get like $800 something here. It was $1,000 I use on to buy some stuff. But back home, that other people's salary. And this money I can use here, I can use $300 or $200. I can get a car. I can buy a whole lot of cars. I can use $20,000. I can sacrifice $20,000 to get a whole lot of cars for taxi and ship it back home to my country, Liberia, and sell it for cheap. Just to change the keke from the street, the motorboy. That's what I call keke. And sell it to people cheaper. But we have to have the mindset that when someone come down to build, you should surround yourself with the person. Don't harm them. See that person as a light that coming to enlighten everyone in the country. And another person come, you embrace. Another person bring hotel, another person bring this, that. Our country will be way up. The same thing with every African country. This is what other people do. Dubai, yeah, this. United States, Canada, Australia, England, France, Germany. That's what they do. They protect people that bring the idea and the people that are willing to work. And be honest. If you open a club, like a nightclub, people come in there, there's no security. You got a group of guys that will come in and beat on other people. We say they are bandits, they are gangsters, they are this, they are tough. And when you hold this person, the police release them. Everybody does that because they got someone in the government that talk for them. The country, everybody, the club will close down because like people not coming. You have to pay. How your club will expand and get more workers? You can open a club in Monrovia, it's going well. You open a club, another branch in another country, it's going well. Another country, all other part of Africa. That's how you get more people. But you got troublemaker coming in and causing harm to other people, and there's no security. And when you catch a troublemaker, you got the police will put it on, they'll come and cause more harm. A lot of businesses won't go. People be afraid to go there. So you will cause the trouble, you should know that it's a problem also for your country. You're making your country hard. And that's what I want to touch on is like drugs is bad. I don't do drugs. As you see, I only like drink wine or I drink this liquor, or beer or something like that. Yeah, I cannot smoke because I see no reason for me smoking. You know. I got no reason for smoking. So I know you question want to smoke. But you see, the police will chase people in the ghetto, raid the ghetto for someone that's smoking weed. Yeah, in Canada, they don't arrest anyone for smoking weed. You cannot arrest anyone for smoking weed. You see? Police will even gun people down that smoke weed. You know, the law is to protect the people. So if you see someone holding a knife and want to kill themselves, will you take a gun and shoot that person because they want to kill themselves? The same thing. Like you see someone smoking weed and you use gun, you gun them down or you beat them to death. How can you save that person as a police officer? You need a training to tell you that you shouldn't do that. You should be having common sense. Every crime against the person themselves, you cannot use gun to kill them for that. If someone want to drown themselves, will I use gun and kill them or grab them and beat them up because they want to kill themselves? You send them someone that will need counseling. So you don't have to go through police training to know how to do the right thing or the wrong thing. That's why I'm not a police officer, because no one can tell me to go arrest people that's smoking weed or gun them down. I'm not going to do that. You want to smoke weed, fine. If you cause problem, that's a problem there. My knowledge is to educate people in what they can do. Yeah, in Canada, you can smoke weed. Even on the street, you can smoke weed. Toronto, very developed state or city. You can walk around, you smoke. Toronto in New York, right here. I can get in a car now and drive. Less than 2 hours, I'll be in New York. Right there, right down this way. I can go to New York now, chill, do anything, and come right back here. But in Africa, you still catching people that are smoking weed, right? Opium, marijuana. You waste your energy on catching people that are smoking weed. I don't smoke. You can see me. See my face, I never smoked before. I see people smoking and other stuff. But yeah, I walk around people that are smoking. I don't see no crime. Toronto is more peaceful than any African country. But everybody can smoke weed free. So you want for the white people to tell you that don't arrest someone in Africa for smoking weed, and then you'll do it, right? That's what you're waiting for. No African. You said that OAU, headquarters in Ethiopia, right? Addis Ababa. They'll come up with that idea. They say, no, putting too many of our young people in jail for smoking weed. So it's time you see Canada there. In Canada, no one smoking or committing crime because they smoke weed. We can do the same thing here. He said, no, this is how we get money. If you're arrested for smoking weed, we get some money. But you trouble the citizen. You can't arrest someone for smoking weed. Even if you catch someone taking drugs, you're not supposed to hold the person for so long. They're taking it, they're destroying themselves. You hold them and they send them for counseling and tell them they harm it or this or that. Yes, that's it. Maybe you make them pay a little money. But you arrest people that are selling this stuff by bulk. Huge amount. That's why you arrest someone bringing drugs, cocaine into the country. Or you catch them in the country. Huge amount. Not cocaine like about this amount of cocaine. And you send someone to jail in Africa for 5, 6, 7 years. It's all nonsense. When you're set at OAU, headquarters in Addis Ababa, some of the things are to discuss. No white man or foreigner got to tell you say this, that. At my age, if I can bring this idea, if I dare a money, I'll tell you, this is why we should look at to face Africa. People that are doing stealing, people that they got reason. If you stop some of this stuff, people won't be able to do this stuff. Africa is okay, but we have to work on more. I'm not saying those people that are working at OAU, they're not doing anything at all. They got so many things they're doing great. But I shining the light on problem that need to be addressed. I'm not saying that they don't know. I know people are brought it all there, and other people kick back and say, no, we can't do this. But then you got to look at Toronto. I'm here in Toronto. Look at Toronto and see. So guys, the video is, I think, too long. I don't know. I don't make video too long. It will be problem to post it. Next time we'll get part 2 of this video to just tell you what I know and how I think. That's all, guys. Subscribe and like this video. We can do better in Africa as African. We can do better. Why I say you can play the video over and over and try to get key points on what I said. Because you touch on different topics. My name is Heath Clinton. Like and subscribe to this channel. Okay? Bye.